If you stand before the Taj Mahal from dawn until dusk, you will see a structure designed to capture the shifting light. The massive marble facade continuously reacts to the sun, turning from a soft morning pink to a blinding midday white, and finally resting at a cool silver under the moonlight. This photograph shows the Taj Mahal anchoring the banks of the Yamuna River in Agra. It physically dominates the surrounding landscape, commanding the skyline exactly as its architects intended centuries ago. To understand how something this massive was constructed, we have to look back to the 17th century. The Mughal Empire was operating at the absolute zenith of its global wealth and military power. The resources required to pull this off were staggering. What we are looking at is the ultimate physical remnant of an empire capable of summoning almost limitless capital and human labor. This artwork shows Emperor Shah Jahan and his wife, Mumtaz Mahal, the central figures guiding that imperial power. Mumtaz served as a deeply trusted political and military advisor. She regularly rode alongside the emperor, advising him directly during extensive military campaigns. That powerful partnership was abruptly severed in 1631. During the grueling Deccan campaign, Mumtaz died in childbirth, creating a sudden and devastating vacuum at the top of the empire. Plunged into profound grief, Shah Jahan made a vow to construct a memorial so striking that future generations would be forced to remember her name. This vow committed the empire's resources to a single goal, creating a permanent, physical anchor for a memory that the emperor refused to let fade. This visualization illustrates the scale of the mobilization that began in 1632. A single human figure rapidly multiplies to represent the 20,000 artisans, craftsmen, and laborers conscripted for the project. Their first logistical hurdle was the primary structure. Teams had to haul thousands of tons of brilliant white Makrana marble across the arid terrain from the quarries of Rajasthan. Simultaneously, a massive international supply chain was activated. Agents sourced highly valuable precious and semi-precious stones, importing them from multiple foreign nations to decorate the exterior. Coordinating this constant flow of raw materials and human effort required a grueling, continuous 22 years of labor. Before the first dome was finished, the project had already become one of the most complex management feats of the era, requiring the synchronized movement of thousands of people across thousands of miles. The final design is a highly calculated synthesis of Persian, Indian, and Islamic architectural traditions. In this view, we see the structural anchors of that synthesis. The massive central dome is framed by 4 balanced minarets, drawing the eye upward. This image details a decorative method known as pietra dura. Artisans cut foreign stones to fit perfectly flush into the marble. These floral patterns represent the integration of that supply chain, meticulously assembled into a single continuous surface. This photograph shows how the surrounding environment was engineered to mirror that exact structural perfection. The symmetrical gardens and reflecting canals create a geometric frame. This relentless mathematical symmetry serves a specific purpose. It is a deliberate architectural code designed to represent divine order and an eternal state of peace. Because of this extreme beauty, a dark legend has circulated for centuries. The story claims that Shah Jahan ordered the hands of all 20,000 craftsmen to be severed upon completion, ensuring they could never replicate the monument. However, historians have thoroughly investigated this claim and found absolutely zero reliable evidence to support it. We tend to romanticize the myth because it highlights an extreme, almost frightening devotion, but the historical reality is far less gruesome. These thousands of workers were well-paid, highly celebrated masters of their craft, not victims of torture. This archival photograph captures the structure that was finally completed around 1654. After 22 long years of continuous construction, Shah Jahan had cemented his original vow to memorialize his wife. Today, that private grief is public heritage. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983 and later named one of the new 7 wonders of the world, the site draws millions of visitors to India every single year. The Taj Mahal remains a rare record of 17th century craft and design that continues to attract millions of people across centuries and borders.